Hello, hello, my beautiful people. Coach Gabby here today in the kitchen for some easy, high protein meal prep ideas. All right, we're gonna be doing a breakfast, lunch, 3 different snacks, dinner, and a sweet treat. All right, you're gonna love this, so let's get into it. First up, we have breakfast. We are doing frittata egg muffins. I love this recipe because you could do a bunch at once and have them for the week. First up, 6 eggs, all right? 6 eggs in a bowl. I already cracked them so you don't have to sit here and watch me do it. And then you're just gonna add a little pinch of salt and pepper. I like pink Himalayan salt, it's a healthier option, all right? A little for taste, not too much salt. And then some black pepper, all right? Add some flavor in there and then whisk those eggs and the salt and pepper. After that, we are going to add 3/4 cup of spinach chopped up and 1/2 cup of red pepper. You can use yellow or green, whichever is your favorite. Red is my favorite, all right? So go ahead, whisk those really well. Then go ahead and add your bell pepper and your spinach, great for iron. And you can also add tomatoes, shallots, whatever vegetables you really like to have with your eggs and breakfast in the morning, all right? Go ahead, give it a good mix. Alrighty, once everything is nice and mixed up, you're gonna grab your muffin pan, all right? Give it a good spray with some cooking spray. Make sure it's high quality, something a little bit healthier. I like using 100% pure avocado spray, all right? Go ahead, oil those little pans. Go ahead and distribute them evenly within your muffin tins. Alrighty, go ahead and make sure those are nice and full. And then for some added protein, if you want, you can also add some turkey or chicken sausage, all right? For some added flavor, some added protein. And then we're going to top it off with some feta cheese, all right? So we have egg, we have veggies, we have a little bit of meat and cheese. You got everything in here. And then we're gonna pop it in the oven for 20-25 minutes. And that's it, all right? Quick mix, cook, and you're done. So let's get those in the oven so we can see the final result. Alrighty, I wish you guys could smell how amazing this is, all right? If you have the mini ones, 4 for a serving, regular size, 2 for 1 serving. And someone pointed out to me that 2 at Starbucks is like $6, all right? Boom, save on money, save on time, healthy, good ingredients, all right? Let's take one out. Boom, look at that. And there we go, your super easy, delicious, healthy breakfast, our frittata muffins. Next, lunch. Alrighty, next we have our lunch recipe. We are doing tuna salad lettuce wraps. So simple, so healthy, refreshing, good in protein. First, we have 1 can of tuna. All right, in 1 bowl, go ahead, put that there. All right, a little salt, a little pepper. All right, and then the veggies of choice. Here I have a 1/4 cup red onion. If you like more, you can do 1/2 cup. You could also add tomatoes, some celery. If you like a little spicy, some jalapeno. All right, so tuna and those veggies. A little squeeze of lemon. All right, mix that nice and well. Very good. Set it aside, and then in another bowl, just a simple guacamole. So I have 1/2 of an avocado here, and avocado is one of our supreme superfoods. You always hear Mary talking about those 5 supreme superfoods, right? Avocado is one of them. All right, it's great for balancing hormones, boosting your metabolism, great for youthful skin, and it's an anti-inflammatory. 1/2 avocado, maybe a little bit more salt. a little bit more dash of pepper. All right, and then here I have some dill. All right, that's optional. Whatever spices you like, all right? Herbs and spices are always okay. All right, go ahead and go crazy with some herbs and spices, but careful with salt, all right? Not too much sodium. A little bit more lemon. I love lemon, so I put it on everything. My dentist isn't very happy about it, but I love lemon. Go ahead, mix that together, all right? The reason we do it separately at first is so that it can mix well when we bring the two together. All right, once you have your guacamole and your tuna mix, then we're bringing them together. Let me get a spoon because I don't like to waste a drop. I want everything in here. All right, very good. Mix it together. All the colors. I love this recipe because it gives you a different texture for everything. So you have the nice creamy avocado and tuna, and then the crunch with the onions and with the lettuce, which is what we're gonna be serving it in. So once it's all nice and mixed together, you're pretty much done. That's it. You grab your nice crunchy lettuce. I like to use romaine lettuce, all right? Scoop it in here like a little taco. So the avocado is a replacement for mayo, all right? Because we know mayo isn't the healthiest of condiments, so the avocado gives it that nice creaminess and brings it together. If you absolutely want to use mayo, I don't blame you because I love mayo, make sure it is a good quality one without seed oils, all right? Stay away from Hellmann's, all right? The first ingredient is a seed oil, which is not good for you, all right? So one of my favorite brands is Chosen, and it's made with avocado oil instead. Much healthier choice. But like I said, avocado here to replace the mayo. If you need to, do one without seed oils. And there we have it. Filling, healthy, is great for weight loss, great for boosting your metabolism, reducing inflammation, and it keeps you nice and satisfied. All right, and there is our easy, simple lunch recipe. Next, snacks. Snacks to hold you over from lunch to dinner. Next is 3 really easy to put together high protein snacks, maybe to hold you over till dinner, maybe you need something between breakfast and lunch. All right, first we have half a cup of cottage cheese. All right, 13 grams in just half a cup. I like enjoying this with some berries, strawberries, blueberries. All right, go ahead and try different things to see what you like with the cottage cheese. Super simple, lean protein. Next is hummus. All right, hummus with some veggies, some carrots, celery, broccoli. Broccoli is a meta-influencer. All right, a serving size is 2 tablespoons. I have 4 tablespoons in here because 2 just wasn't enough. There's about 4 grams in 4 tablespoons. All right, so 2 grams in 2 tablespoons. And last but not least, because this is probably my favorite, is Greek yogurt. I have 3/4 a cup of Greek yogurt here, and that is 16 grams of protein. Now, when I usually want something sweet, I go for this because I just simply add a drizzle of honey, all right? And honey is not just sugar, all right? It's actually very beneficial for you. It's antifungal, antibacteria, anti-inflammatory, all right? It has antioxidants. Honey is really, really good for you, and it is metabolized differently in the body than regular sugar, so not to be afraid of honey. And there we have it. So quick, so simple. You scoop, you dip, enjoy. All right, cottage cheese, hummus with veggies, and then our Greek yogurt with honey or even some nut butters like peanut butter, almond butter. You can put some berries in there, flaxseed, chia seeds, trail mix, granola, endless possibilities here, all right? And there we have it, my 3 favorite easy high protein snacks. Next, dinner. Alrighty, now for dinner, we have a protein and 2 sides. This is already cooked because I actually want to spend time with you explaining how amazing these ingredients are for your health and for burning fat. First, we have a lemon turmeric salmon. All right, this only takes a few ingredients and less than 30 minutes to make. And while it's baking, you can do those 2 sides that we're going to talk about. Salmon is a meta-influencer. All right, so it helps reduce inflammation and helps balance hormones. And it's great in omegas. Super good for skin and hair. All right, growing thick, healthy hair. Turmeric is the star here, what I really want to talk to you about, which you're going to hear Mare talk about all the time. It's potent anti-inflammatory, it's high in antioxidants, it fights free radical damage, so protects the body against radicals, which is like pollution and sunlight, and shielding the cells from damage. It improves immune health, it helps ease joint pain, it promotes brain health, boosts memory, and even fights against depression. Turmeric, small spice but super mighty. Anytime you use turmeric, you also have to use black pepper. All right, side note there, big side note, because black pepper is what's going to activate the turmeric. And there we have it, all right? That's our protein, packed with nutrients, super filling, good in protein. So let's move on to our first side. Alrighty, our first side is sweet potatoes. You can enjoy this mashed or baked, all right? Whatever your preference is. This food is so rich in nutrients. It has vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and fiber. Fiber, so great for maintaining weight, for losing weight, for all things, keeping a regular digestion. This also helps boost the immune system. It reduces inflammation and promotes heart and eye health, all right? And it's nice and sweet, all right? So if you like having that mix, you got the salty and the sweet. Next, we have a little crunch. Last but not least, probably my favorite of this dish is our crispy parm broccoli. Broccoli is a meta-influencer. It helps reduce inflammation and balance hormones. Now, parm cheese. We all know it, we all love it, but you may not know that it's actually really high in protein and it's naturally lactose free. So if you're lactose intolerant, you don't have to worry about that with parm cheese, all right? It's also very high in calcium. So parm cheese is great for muscle building and bone health. It also aids in digestion and supports gut health because of the aging process. It has probiotics, all right? So you have your broccoli, you're gonna put some parm cheese on it, and then we're gonna put it in the oven. Simple as that. So there we have it for our dinner. We have our protein with turmeric. Salmon is one of our supreme superfoods. We have broccoli, little crunch, and parm cheese. All right, another meta-influencer. And then you have your sweet potatoes, which are just so rich in nutrients. Salty, sweet, and a crunch. The perfect dinner. Last but not least is our sweet treat. Now this is a take on Mare's very popular chocolate weight loss smoothie, except with protein, because that's the theme of this video, right? Some protein. So we have 1 cup of spinach, all right, great in iron and lots of other things. All right, we have 1 banana, potassium, all right, 2 tablespoons of almond butter, or you can use peanut butter. Just try to get a more natural, organic one, all right, with less added sugars. Make it simple. The less ingredients on the nutrition label, the better it is for you. Or you can even take a crack at making it at home. Next, we have 2 tablespoons of cacao powder or cacao nibs. What is cacao? It's the truest form of chocolate. Good news, chocolate is actually good for you and actually can help you lose weight, but not all chocolate is created equal, all right? So always making sure that it's 70% or higher cacao, not cocoa. There is a difference, all right? 2 tablespoons of that, whoop. You could do the powder, which will mix into the smoothie, you know, a little bit more blended and smooth, or you can use the nibs and get little chunks as you drink them, or even sprinkle it on top afterwards. We'll do that. 1 scoop of chocolate protein powder, or you can do peanut butter or even vanilla. It's all gonna mix in here. And then 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Cinnamon. Mare talks about cinnamon all the time. It is great for leveling out blood sugar, burning fat, boosting metabolism, balancing hormones. All right. You can put it in your smoothies. You can put it on top of Greek yogurt like we talked about earlier. One of my favorite easy ways to have cinnamon is simply getting a cinnamon stick and putting it in my water. All right, it makes the water taste good, and then boom, you have sweet cinnamon water. Last but not least is 1 cup of almond milk or any non-dairy milk. You do cashew, oat, hemp, non-dairy. Boom. All together. Now we blend and mix it up. All right, blend it up, all nice and smooth. All right, if you don't use a frozen banana, I recommend some ice just so it makes it a little bit colder. All right, try not to make a mess here. Messy kitchen is my specialty. All right, pour. And then you can top it with some more cinnamon or even those cacao nibs, like I said, for a little crunch. And there we have it, delicious, sweet, healthy, fat-burning dessert. And there we have it, my beautiful people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different recipes, all high in protein. We have our frittata muffins, we have our tuna salad, crunch lettuce wrap, our 3 super simple yummy snacks, our delicious well-rounded dinner, and a nice sweet treat to end the day or even kill that sweet tooth. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you try these recipes. Please let me know in the comments below, and I hope to see you on the next one. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the bell to receive notifications for our latest videos. We have tons of content from workouts to recipes, updated daily.